Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this, another episode of 10 Years Ago. Tonight we're going to be looking at WCW New Blood Rising 2000. First things first, shall we? Let's get on with this. First things first, I need to take a little thing. This book is fucking superb for things like this. Little snippets of information that I just wouldn't have a clue about otherwise. Little things like this. They gave away 3,000 tickets in the Vancouver area, because that's where it was from. It was from Vancouver, yeah? 3,000 tickets were snatched up for free. The problem with that is that only of those 3,000 tickets, only 1,300 people turned up for the show, which meant that 1,700 people had tickets to go to this wrestling show and just thought, fuck it, it's gonna be shit. A free pay-per-view. I'm sorry, I don't care how bad the wrestling is. If it was free, I'd go. I'd happily go. You know, you can boo the fuck, but you gotta say, I was at that show. Yeah, anyway, so shall we get on with this? The Buyrate, by the way, before we get on with it, it was a 0.18. Now then, first opening match, so 3 count come out. They've got Tank Abbott with them. And this makes me just go, ooh, because he's wearing a t-shirt with holes cut where his nipples are showing. And you're just like, why? And if that isn't bad enough, he then gets in the ring and he starts singing along with 3 count. Now bear in mind that 3 count mime their theme tune. Tank Abbott singing along, you're just like going, God damn, this is going to be a fun one, isn't it? So the match is 3 count versus the Young Dragons. It's a ladder match, right? And this match is just a whole heap of crap. It could be good, it's got the potential to be good. It's just the problem is right, first things first, there's 2 stipulations in it, but only one of them actually makes sense. Above the ring, there is hanging up a gold record, right? You have to get the gold record. But it doesn't matter if you get the gold record. That doesn't, you don't win the match by getting it. Oh, no. To win the match, you have to get a record contract that's hanging above the ring. Now, this one makes me just think to myself, why? Because why would the Young Dragons want a recording contract? They're not singers. They're not interested in singing in the slightest. What's the point in this match? It's so stupid. And then if the stupidity can get any worse, right, it starts off and it's 1-on-1 and the 2 teams are on the outside and they're doing quick tags. And you're thinking to yourself, but it's a ladder match. You don't have to do that. And it's like, after about 2 or 3 minutes, they all twig that. They all go, oh yeah, we don't need to do any tags. So they turn it into a fucking big brawl. And you're just like, going, oh my god. Oh my god. How can they even do the shit like this? It gets worse though. I've got a whole page of notes of all the spots. But you know, I just can't be bothered to tell you any of them, because there's so many botches in this one. It's not even funny. There's botch after botch after botch. There is some really nice stuff. There's some really, really good stuff in this one. But the amount of botches in it are just, they're not any value out of this match. And the booking is so retarded, because Jamie-san, who of course isn't even Japanese, he gets the gold record, right? He gets the gold record. But like I say, it doesn't have any bearing on the match. You don't win by getting the gold record. You just have, there's just a gold record hanging there for the sake of it. And it's just so, it's so stupid. There's things on this pay-per-view that really make me mad. This isn't one of them. This one just makes me go, ooh, why did you do that? And yeah, like I say, obviously 3 count are going to win this one. Like I say, because why would the Young Dragons want a recording contract? They don't. So just really telegraphs the outcome. This match could have been good. I've seen, I read a couple of reviews of this one. After I finished watching it, I went and found some reviews. Some people gave this match 2.5 stars. And you're like, my god, without all the botches, what could this have been? Me, on the other hand, I know I'm probably the most generous person on the globe, but I can't give this one more than 1 star in good conscience. I really can't, because it's so fucking retarded. Next, Ernest the Cat Miller defeated the Great Muta in a shit match. My god, this is the first dud of many of the evening, right? This match goes like this. Kick, 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 kick. Tigress comes out, hits Muta with a chair. That gets 2. They do a few more kicks, and then a spin kick gets the win for Ernest the Cat Miller. And you're like, my god, Great Muta's gone downhill recently, hasn't he? Fuck. one of the greatest wrestlers of the late 80s, early 90s, still putting on great matches, after this. But you're like, fuck, that was bad. Speaking of bad though, we then got Buff Bagwell defeating Chris Kanyon in a Judy Bagwell on a forklift match. This match was meant to be a Judy Bagwell on a pole match. Now you tell me, ladies and gentlemen, how in the name of fuck would that work? You see, I may not have the greatest wrestling brain in the world, but I've always assumed that a item on a pole match, let's call it for argument's sake a crowbar on a pole match, and that's a crowbar that you use to get a tire iron off, not crowbar the wrestler. That's funny. Anyway, crowbar on a pole match. So the whole point of the match is that it's a standard match, but if you can get the crowbar, you can use it. That is the purpose of the match, yeah? Now, a Judy Bagwell on a pole match. I don't understand how that would even work, because if you got Judy down, would you be able to use her as a weapon? Like, tuck and grab her by the legs and swing her into someone? So, let's go through this one, because I haven't gone through any of them yet. So, after brawling in the crowd, Buff takes control briefly. Kanyon hits a leg sweep off the second rope for 2. He snips off the turnbuckle pad, and for ages afterwards, why did that happen? He has the sit-down spine buster that I love so much. I found out, since I've watched this called the Whiplash Powerbomb. So, because a lot of people have been sat there going, what are you on about when you say sit-down powerbomb that Kanyon does? It's a whiplash powerbomb. I've said before, imagine you've got him in Oklahoma, in an Alabama slam position. He swings them up. As they're swinging, you sit down. It's such a beautiful move. It's so very, very nice. Long rest hold, it's a sleeper all the way. Oh, it's a Cobra Clutch, sorry, it's not a sleeper. Anyway, it's boring as shit. And then, Cash Kanyon hits a Canyon cut, it gets 2, and then fucking David Arquette comes out. David Arquette does the obligatory running. And you're like, oh man! He hits Buff Bagwell with the greatest weapon he can find. All the weapons, there's ladders now for the ladder match. There's chairs. Oh, no, he can't do that. He uses the dreaded fucking workman's hat of death to the back of Buff Bagwell, who, you sat there going, that was such a poor shot. It doesn't do anything. Fucking hell. He hits him with a helmet for 2. A blockbuster on both men gets the win for Buff Bagwell. Buff Bagwell wasn't going to win this one. Obviously, he can get Judy down. Chris Kanyon hits a Canyon cutter. Arquette. I gave it half a star because, I think that sit-down, I think that Whiplash Powerbomb would get quarter of a star in any match for me. I fucking adore it. It's such a beautiful move. But god damn, this one could have been a dud easily. It was only Chris Kanyon. Chris Kanyon saved this from being a dud. Buff Bagwell is fucking awful. Next. Kronik defeated Shawn, Stasiak and Palumbo, Shawn O'Haire, Mark Jindrak and General Hugh G. Rection and Corparal Cajun to retain the tag team titles in a shit 4 corners match. My god, this one started off with some alright stuff. Oh, sorry, I should say before I go, you got the Filthy Animals out. So Conan's doing commentary. Disco Inferno's the referee. Rey Mysterio is the outside referee. And you sat there going, yeah, this is going to turn into a whole bunch of fucking shit. This one started off nicely. They had some good stuff going on at the start, but it rapidly fell apart. There was botches everywhere to the point where Conan on commentary says, what was that? Of one of the moves going down. Rection gets owned for absolutely ages, and the match is so boring to the point where the crowd start chanting, "We want Brett." They're in Canada, they've got every right to do that, but surely in the middle of a match they shouldn't be chanting that. Damn. Whew. Shawn O'Haire with a nice swanton bomb, and then Vampiro and Muta come out. No idea why, because basically they get in the ring, take a battering each, and fuck off. Literally, on a wide shot, you see them climbing up the ramp, and you're just like, well, what the fuck was the point in that? That will be explained later on, but you're like, damn, God. Kronik hit the high times, and then, in another bit that just doesn't make any sense, Chavo Guerrero comes out. Remember, he's part of the Misfits in Action, so he should be helping Huge Rection and Corporal Cajun, but no, he doesn't. He punks out Disco Inferno, gets the referee shirt, and makes the count for Kronik. Thus, surely, screwing his own team. It's later revealed that Kronik and the Misfits Action have got a deal going, which makes you think to yourself, so why is this match even happening? Why were Kronik beating on Huge Erection for so long? Oh, so dumb. It's a dud. It really is, right? And then, you can see, can you hear my anger levels just rising at this? A wrestling show shouldn't make you angry, but there's just the stupidity of it makes me so fucking vexed. It really does. As Kidman defeats Shane Douglas in a crap strap match, yeah? Now, the strap match stipulation, I'm sure you all know, is where you have to hit the 4 turnbuckles. That's how you get the win. This one, no. This one is pinfall only. Pinfall only. So what's the point in them having the fucking strap match stipulation? It's so fucking retarded. This match is basically your generic strap match. It's basically whipping each other with a strap, pulling each other into objects with the strap, crotching each other with the strap, you know, all sorts of lovely stuff like that. That would be interesting if it wasn't just such a boring fucking match. Kidman breaks the monotony by hitting a Rana and a bomb for 2. Then they go back to the generic for a bit. A Bulldog gets 2 for Kidman. And then Pittsburgh Plunge gets 2 for Shane Douglas. 0 reaction. None. No reaction whatsoever. Nothing. The crowd don't care. Kid Crusher gets the win. Kidman then whips Tori for a bit, but Shane saves and chokes Kidman with it. And then basically, it looks like he's hanging him on one of the turnbuckles. Then Vito makes the save to the biggest pop of the match, and I genuinely mean that. And then some guy called Reno comes out, beats on Vito chasing him away. I don't know who Reno is, I'm afraid. So yeah, another dud, yay. And then, speaking of the shitness, let's keep the shitness going, shall we? Right, this match is so confusing as Major Gunns defeats Miss Hancock in an ROTC match. Now, bear in mind, they don't tell you how to win the match, but they imply, right, because there's a mud pit by the ramp, right, so they imply that the first person who goes in the mud is the loser. Excuse me. But they also imply that it's a stripper match. So the first person to take your opponent's clothes off is the winner, right? They do some wrestling, Lustrium, yeah. Hancock pulls off Major Gunns' top, right, and gets a 2 count. And you're sat watching this going, oh my sweet lord, you got your top pulled off and you stayed down for 2? My god, it wouldn't even get a 1, surely. Surely. Gunn pulls Hancock's pants off, and that gets 2. My god. There's some action. And then Hancock holds onto his stomach. He's like, ooh. Then she takes off Gunn's top, and Hancock wins. Surely that's Hancock winning, because the clothes are taken off. But no. So then, Hancock's top comes off, so Gunn wins, surely. No. So then, Gunn ends up in the mud. So Hancock wins, surely. No! They both get in the mud. I am so goddamn confused at this point. I'm like, how do you actually win this match? Hancock then starts doubling up on this. Oh, my stomach. Gunns rolls her up in the mud, almost drowning her in the process, it must be pointed out. And that's how she wins. So it's pinfall only. Why couldn't they have just explained that at the start? You know? Anyway, Hancock is still holding her stomach. She's holding her stomach. And David Flair comes out and checking sure she's alright. The announcers break character. They say her name is Stacy Kleber. They say that she's dating David Flair. They mention that she's pregnant and that she could, and it's implied that she's miscarried by having this match. She does a stretcher and an ambulance job while she's still covered in mud, which is brilliant. But you're sat there going, fuck, seriously. -3 stars for that one. -3. I kid you not. It's that bad. You're like, This is pathetic. It's so confusing. It's so confusing.